Good afternoon, family. Once again, it's your DC dude. If you are already a subscriber to this channel, then welcome back. However, if you are new to this channel, I recommend that you hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you can stay in the know about where we're going to go. So today, we find ourselves back on the beaten path. And when I say on the beaten path, see, right now we're doing African American history in DC, right? And we just off the beaten path stuff. And when I say on the beaten path, I'm talking about areas where when you come to DC to visit, places that millions of tourists come and see pretty much all the time. Capitol, the White House, Lincoln Memorial, Jefferson Memorial, the Vietnam Memorial, the Korean War Memorial, Martin Luther King Memorial, FDR Memorial. You get my point. So right now I'm down what's called the Big Three. So they call it the Big Three because you have three memorials in one place. So right over there, you have the Korean War Memorial, and right behind me is the Lincoln, and on the other side of that is the Vietnam War Memorial. That's why they call it the Big Three. So today, we're going to look at African American history in each three of these memorials, right? We're going to do one at a time. So today's video is going to be about the Korean War Memorial and how it relates to African American history. So now we're making our way down on this beautiful, absolutely beautiful fall day today. 60 plus degrees. May even be closer to 70 than it is 60. And we're on our way down to the Korean War Memorial. If anybody's never been down here before, there are 19 statues of soldiers during the Korean War. And they are reflected on the wall over there. So it appears to be 38 soldiers. And 38 stands for the 38th parallel where the war ended. And also for the 38 months that the conflict lasted. What I also thought was interesting about the Korean War Memorial is that it honored all of Americans, men and women, who fought together, because this was the first American conflict that the military was not racially segregated. With an executive order, President Harry Truman ended formal racial segregation in the armed forces in 1948. The Korean War was fought between 1950 and 1953. So this memorial reflects this with diverse ethnic groups. There are 12 white soldiers, 3 African American soldiers, 2 Hispanic soldiers, 1 Asian soldier, and 1 Native American soldier. Also, these 19 soldiers represent one unit from all the different armed forces that fought in Korea. This mural wall reflects this as it contains 2,400 images of soldiers from the Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force, and the Coast Guard. As I mentioned, 3 of the 19 soldiers are depicted as African American: an Army rifleman, a Marine medical corpsman, and an Army BAR gunner, BAR standing for Browning Automatic Rifle. They are in positions 4, 6, and 14 from the front. In Korea, 3,075 African Americans gave their lives. Now, some units were unwilling to desegregate, which resulted in some units being all black. And so it turned out that the first victory in the Korean War was credited to African American troops of I Company 24th Infantry. Stories echoed from newspapers across the country about the fact that the first victory in Korea was won by, quote, Negroes, end quote. African American soldiers would gain other honors during the Korean conflict as well, including Army Private William H. Thompson, who won the Congressional Medal of Honor in 1950. Also, there was Navy Ensign Jesse L. Brown, who was the very first African American aviator. He won the Distinguished Flying Cross. This wall running along the walkway is called the United Nations Curb, and it has the names of 22 nations that fought together under the United Nations command during this conflict. 17 nations provided combat units, and 5 contributed medical support. So this is the remembrance wall here. Can't really read that heading, but it says a grateful nation honors the members of the armed forces of the United States and the Korean augmentation to the United States Army who gave the last full measure of devotion in defense of freedom. And it starts with the United States Army. See, it says the Wall of Remembrance established by the Korean War Veterans Memorial Foundation. The architects were Hartman Cox Architects, the Whiting Turner Contracting Company, and it was dedicated recently on July 27th, 2022. My shadow's in the way. Oh, there we go. Can I see it at the bottom down there? Now, the entire Korean War Memorial was dedicated on July 27th. Wow, same date, different year. July 27th, 1995. They actually have the number of the plaque. It started at number 1. It has the service. It started at number 1, way on the other side over there. It came all the way around, and so far we're on plaque number 53, and it still says Army, and it started with Army. And they're also listed by rank. So it looks like they're listed alphabetical order and then by rank, right? So they go all the way to Anthony Zulo, and then it starts over at Corporal, going alphabetical order again. So it looks like plaque number 85 starts with the Marines. So 84 of them were just for the Army. And then Navy starts at plaque number 95. Okay. All the way down to Air Force, starting at number 97. And it ends with Air Force with somebody named Whitney Bell, who has the same last name as myself. Meanwhile, family, we want to leave it here for right now. But as always, you never know where we're going to end up next. So if you want to ride, just click on subscribe.